Hey, who doesn't like a good steak? I know I sure do, but A, how to cook it, B, what kind of steak do you want? New York strip, nice marbled fat, good texture, good bite to it. Or wait a minute, how about a filet mignon? Really super tender, really lean piece of meat, but oh, it's like gold. How about both? Why not have both? One steak, both cuts, right there, boom, Porterhouse. Tender filet mignon on one side and a well-marbled New York strip on the other. It's a match made in heaven. Stick around and we're gonna cook this on the Camp Chef pellet grill, and we're gonna do what's called a reverse sear. We're gonna cook it nice and low temperature, and when it gets up to about 20 degrees before the temperature of doneness we want, we're gonna give it a sear on a grill box that's over on the Camp Chef stove at a super high temperature to finish the cooking and give it that nice crust on the outside. And hopefully with a little luck, we'll get those nice cross-hashed grill marks. Stick around and you'll see how it's done with only a couple of seasonings, and it's gonna be magic. Hey, welcome back to The Way Work Romans. This is Keith. Today, we're doing porterhouse steak, reverse seared on the pellet grill, and then finishing it off on a screaming hot grill box. It's a steak, salt, pepper, that's it. That's all you need for this beautiful cut of meat. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get to it. What we did first is we patted this nice and dry because you want a nice dry steak, or else you're not gonna get a really good sear on it when it's done. Now, you don't have to get it bone dry for the reverse sear, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be cooking it nice and low temperature, and what that's going to do is that's going to help dry out the surface and prepare it for that nice hot sear that we're going to do later on. So after you dry it off, first thing I'm going to do is you want to liberally salt every surface of this. I use kosher salt, so it's really hard to over salt things with it. If you use table salt, I would go real easy on it because that stuff gets, well, salty, as silly as that sounds. Again with the pepper, just it's a thick piece of meat. This is about a 2-inch porterhouse, and you're gonna need a lot of seasoning for that meat, or it's gonna just taste kind of bland. And you want to make sure that you do it on all sides. I'm doing the flats right now, and then I'm gonna do the edges. And then we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna get this right on the smoker because it does take a little while to get it up to temperature when you're cooking low and slow. That's it. Let's get to it. We're gonna go out by the pellet grill right now. I got it right now on high smoke at 225. We're gonna get it on there, get a probe into New York, get a probe into the Fillet, and that's it. We're gonna keep an eye on it. We like it on the rare side. You wanna go until you're about 20 degrees under the temperature you wanna reach. So I'm gonna go to about 100 degrees because we like it rare here. But if you want medium, let it go to about 110, 115. This way, during the sear, it brings it up to the temperature you want. During the rest, slice it, yum, total yum. All right, we'll be right back. I'm gonna give you a shot at the pellet grill, and we'll see how this goes. Load up the hopper with the pellets of choice. This is the combination I used. Use whatever you like, though. All right, so I got the Camp Chef rolling at 225 degrees high smoke. We're gonna get this porterhouse probed up. We're gonna put a probe over in the fillet side. Now remember, you want an accurate reading, so you're gonna wanna put this in the meatiest part of the steak, but you also wanna keep it away from the bone. And then we're gonna put the probe over in the New York strip side, and we're gonna get it in the smoker, let it close it up, let it come back up to temperature. And we're shooting for about 100, 102 degrees. You wanna go for about 20 degrees under the level of doneness that you want. When it's done, pull it off. Here's what it looked like before we put it in, and here's a shot of it when it hit temperature. All right, and then out to the grill box. I got this cranked up between medium and high. It's about 750 degrees as measured on the infrared. We're gonna do 2 minutes per side. So we're gonna do 60 seconds per turn. So we're gonna put it on there. 60 seconds later, we're gonna give it a quarter turn to get those really nice grill marks. 60 seconds later, what we're gonna do then is we're going to stand it up on the edge to give that nice edge fat a good sear on it, to give it that little extra crispy. That's what you want. Look at that. That's perfect. That's what it's all about. That's why you do the quarter turn. All right, back to the grill. So you're going to rotate it around. You want to get that fat on the outside there that's not on the flats. You want to get that nice and crispy a little bit. And then we're going to lay it down to do the other side. Again, once it's down, you're going to wait that 60 seconds. Give it another quarter turn. There we go. We got some good flames going too. Wait another 60 seconds. And that's it. That's all you need. All right, let's get this inside. We have it. We reverse seared this. We brought it up to about 102, 103 degrees on the pellet stove. Let it rest for about 15 minutes. And then seared it really high and hot on the sear box over on the Camp Chef stove. As you can see, we got the beautiful hash marks on it. I'm going to carve this up. We'll be back in a minute and I'll show you what it looks like inside. And then we'll give it a taste. Okay, so here we got it all carved up. We have the New York strip carved up on this side and we have the fillet over here. Both of them super tender, super juicy, absolutely fantastic. They have a buttery texture. The slow cooking of it really broke it down, so it made it extra tender. And then that hot sear just sealed in all the juices. I'm going to give it a quick shot, and then, didn't need anything but salt and pepper on that, and it's absolutely fantastic. I encourage you to try this method. It's the reverse sear. I did it on the Camp Chef, but I'm sure you could do it on any kind of smoker. Please enjoy it. If you liked our videos, please hit like and subscribe and hit the alert. So this time, when we post new videos, you get the alert, you pop up, you watch the video, you like it, you love it. We love you. See you next time on The Wayward Gourmands. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Carved up, I got the ribeye down this side. Let me do that again because that's the wrong steak.